R. Kelly is miserable in jail because he is illiterate. Hit me with that. And unable to read fan mail. The singer's lawyer, Steve Greenberg, spoke out on behalf of his client to share just how miserable Kelly is feeling behind bars. He's a spiritual guy. He has a Bible with him in his cell, but he can't read it. It's basically there for comfort. Now he's been placed in the MCC's SHU, which incidentally is where Epstein had a oopsie-doopsie. A cell in solitary confinement away from the jail population, and is constantly being moved from cell to cell. He has only the guards to talk to. Damn.
Now, what kind of lawyer is this? Who is he working for, putting out this story?
I don't know what's their motive, just to get sympathy for poor illiterate R. Kelly. Girl, did you bring your ABCs today? Here we go. Did you bring your ABCs? Did you bring Goodnight Moon? Girl, I want to read while I'm in prison. In prison. Girl, I just want to read the Bible. What do you do in prison if you can't read? Like, that's the only thing you can do in prison is read.
Yeah, or...
Did you get your passports? Did you get your shots? Girl, I'm going to prison and I am illiterate. Mr. R. Kelly, you have been served. Boy, I can't read this. I can't read it all. Girl, did you bring your flashcards? Yeah, this is, I could go on all day.
Article also says that he's been receiving a lot of fan mail, but he can't read any of it. So
now, why would they put this kind of information out? This is so weird.
I do think he's illiterate. I've heard that before. But you raise a good point. How do you write music and be illiterate? I find that interesting. I mean, besides, I guess he could tape it. I mean...
Yeah, he doesn't have to write his lyrics down, necessarily.
That seems very difficult, like playing back the tape all the time. Or maybe he has people transcribing it, but he can't read it.
Yeah, what's the point?
Mm-hmm. Can he really be fully illiterate?
Article says basically illiterate. So,
What is the illiteracy rate in the United States? How are we doing on that? Look that up for me.
The literacy rate in the United States is 99%. So he is
99? Wow, we're killing it.
He is the 1%.
We are doing really good on literacy rates. That's really high.
Yeah, it's not bad.
He's the only idiot in America that can't read. Nice.
I mean, 99%, that's still 1 in 100. That's still...
But, like, I don't know why I thought it would be lower.
Yeah, well...
Well, you can't get 100% because there's always R. Kelly.
That's very true.
99 is pretty much 100%. It's crazy. Back in the day, reading was like a luxury of the upperclassmen. Like broke-ass peasants couldn't read.
Yeah, it's true.
And they weren't allowed to either. Like, give me that book, motherfucker. Slaves weren't allowed to read.
Yep.
They're like, oh, slaves are so stupid. Also, give me that book before you learn to read. It's like, which way is it? Are they dumb or they can't, or are they not allowed to read? White people. Anyway, let's move it on. So, our condolences to R. Kelly, who's miserable in jail. He's illiterate and unable to read fan mail. Our hearts goes out to him and his family.
Isn't it crazy that now he's just like done? It's kind of cool. Finally happened.
I mean, it's a fall from grace. Epstein's fall from grace was an epic. We're going to talk about that later. I don't want to get too deep into it. But Epstein was a billionaire, playboy, untouchable, aristocrat, friends with the most powerful people in the world, to being suicided in a cell. I mean, that's a Shakespearean fall from grace, you know? We'll get into that.
Yeah. But when it comes to R. Kelly, it's just, I feel like it's kind of satisfying. Like, if they finally got him.
They did. They finally got him.
Because he dodged it for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, his ass is in jail, man.
Not that I'm taking joy in him being in prison, but...
Well, I'm sure a lot of his victims are.
Yeah.
You know? And family of the victims. So, did you get your... So, how about this? How about a new rendition? Did you lose your passport? Can you no longer vote? Boy, you're a convicted felon in America. America. Did you get some books to read? Oh, wait, you're illiterate. Do you lose your passport as a felon? I think so.
I believe so.
I think so. He's not going anywhere.
Did you lose your passport? Did you get a shot of cum up your ass by a fellow prisoner? No? Hila didn't like that one. The guy's a sexual being, obviously. He likes sex, so the chance of him fucking another prisoner, they do that. They're gay for the stay. So I'm saying there's a high chance that R. Kelly's going to fuck a dude in there. Especially if he's in there for life.
Maybe the lawyer will let us know.
We are... R. Kelly is miserable as he has been forced to have sex with men in prison. He's a very sexual man, but as there's no women in prison, he has been forced to take a giant load up his asshole on a daily basis. We are sad to report. Go ahead with the music. This is R. Kelly's lawyer. We are sad to report that R. Kelly has been forced to suck another man's penis. It wasn't forced, he did it by will, but out of sexual frustration, he has been sucking other men's penises. We are sad to admit, because although he's heterosexual, there are no other women in prison.
I don't know if this is working.
Do you have anything you want to report, R. Kelly's lawyer?
Yes, I would like to report that we filed R. Kelly's tax returns and he could not read it, so we scammed it out of all of his money. Would like to put that out there.
We would like to report that...
That's probably why he has no money left. He can't read.
He can't read.
I mean, you can read numbers,
right. Good point, Elo. We are sad to report that R. Kelly is living on a diet of let's cut it out. I feel like if I was funnier, I could pull it off. You know? Some days you have it, some days you don't. And that's okay. I never said I was the funniest guy in the world. I never claimed that.
Mm-hmm.
I only claim that we bring you the goofs, the laughs, and the news and the spooks every week.
The spooks?
That's my only guarantee. Yes, the spooks.
Huh.
Yes, Dan.
Are you not listening to the show? Then,
Dan,
I mean, come on.